Okay, my friend. I could have done this much earlier, but something happened. I mean, just this morning I was kind of in a rush. I felt like going out and I started my day early and I did a lot. Still, it was kind of running out of time. I just want to leave home, get out of the house as early as possible. However, that actually didn't turn out well because when I arrived at my destination, I realized most of the cafes are not open until 9 or even later. So I wasted more time just getting to the cafe that I eventually spent a day with at. Um, that took me a while. I sat down at 9, but I left home around 8, or even a bit earlier than that, even like before 8, I think. So yeah, I spent an hour just getting there. Okay, it was a quite productive day for me. I'm gonna just read a few paragraphs here. Um, and this chapter is Think Ahead. This new chapter appears exclusively in this paperback edition. Examining Apple's. Hold on. Let me change the direction. I'll sit here on the couch. I'm gonna sit on the couch here. Examining Apple's commitment to simplicity in the time since the death of Steve Jobs. The word most frequently used to describe Steve Jobs is visionary. To most people, that simply means a person with an ability to visualize future trends. However, visionaries come in two flavors. There are the Nostradamus types who merely report on the future they envision, and there are the Steve Jobs types who actually create the future they envision. The latter is far more rare. Steve employed a group of brilliant designers, engineers, and marketers who, by his vision and guidance, conceived and created products that pushed the human race forward. Exactly how he did that will probably be studied for many years to come. But I think it's safe to say he operated by a set of values that is not normal for big global companies. He was willing to he was willing and eager to invest millions of dollars in the pursuit of creating a great product. His decisions was his decisions were based more on instinct and belief than on any true guarantee of success. He was willing and eager to invest millions of dollars in the pursuit of creating a great product. His decisions were based more on instinct and belief than on any true guarantee of success. Moreover, Steve Jobs did not make profit his first priority. He was certainly proud that Apple could rake in profits at such astronomical levels, but he believed that profits were a byproduct of creating amazing computers and devices. Apple's design chief Johnny Ive echoed Steve's philosophy in a speech to London's Royal College of Art in 2010. Apple's goal isn't to make money. Our goal is to design and develop and bring to market good products. We trust that as a consequence of that, we'll make some money, but we are really clear what our goals are. I love that. I feel the same. Yeah, about money, I just really see it as a tool and a resource instead of the end goal. Few companies have the strength or conviction to trust that they will make money in the way Apple does. Most set clear profit goals and then figure out how to get there. By granting itself the ability to shoot for the stars, and therefore allowing the possibility of failure, Apple makes bolder and riskier decisions and reaps a higher profit. Steve understood the importance of profit. He simply believed there was a better route to creating it. He would choose the most innovative course and often passed on short-term gains to achieve even higher long-term gains. The Apple Store is a perfect example, requiring an investment of millions before the viability of the concept would be proven. Of course, anyone who has followed Steve's career knows that his desire to invest in great ideas was his downfall at Apple in his earlier life. His willingness to pour millions into R&D, seemingly without regard to the company's financial health, is what led John Scully to engineer Steve's ouster. I don't know what does that mean. Whatever business sense that whatever business sense there was in driving Steve away, Apple suffered dearly in following years, as his imagination seemed to fade. Apple was the type of company that thrived as a starry-eyed startup. It didn't do so well when it dressed in a business suit. When Steve came back in 1997, he was clearly a wiser leader and a better visionary. Apple regained its ability to innovate and began to revolutionize on a grander scale than ever before. Apple's ability to think ahead would soon generate profits on a scale that the younger Steve might never have imagined. That said, no person or organization is infallible. We all make mistakes. Before we start looking for Apple, let's first acknowledge that the road is never smooth. And some things are very hard to envision, even for a visionary like Steve Jobs. In fact, Steve once failed to recognize one of the biggest opportunities in technology history, and it happened fairly late in his career. Fortunately, he was smart enough to perform a course correction in time to revolutionize once again. Revolutionize. Okay. Anyway, Steve keep influencing me. I'm grateful for his legacy, spiritual, mental, his achievement impacted billions of people. Okay. See you in my next daily meditation video. 停止录像。